With summer right around the corner, a bunch of people are looking into getting their first motorcycle. Here are the first 5 things you need to get a motorcycle. You're gonna need a motorcycle. I think that's pretty clear to everybody, but you never know nowadays. Common sense is hard to come by. And some flip-flops, but really motorcycles are not cheap at all. Wow, they are kind of ahead of the line, low-key, huh? Maybe that's how they do in Florida. I feel like Toe Mater on a new road right now. I was thinking for number 1, we just talk about the obvious ones. You're gonna need a motorcycle. I think that's pretty clear to everybody, but you never know nowadays. Common sense is hard to come by. You are gonna need a license and a motorcycle endorsement. Both seem also like common sense, but you know. You're also gonna need insurance. Some people don't get insurance, but I mean, you probably should. Never a bad idea. It's also the law. The second thing that you're gonna need before you get a motorcycle is gonna be gear, at least a helmet, you know what I mean, by law, and some flip-flops. But I'd recommend getting a nice little jacket, some boots, some gloves, you know what I'm saying, just something on your hands. It's not necessary. Number 3 is a great option. You should take a MSF course or some type of motorcycle safety course. I cannot explain how much I actually learned from the course. While a lot of it seems like, oh, you already know that, you should have known that, they talk about everything. Especially if you've never been on a motorcycle before, I'd highly recommend taking a class. I feel like Toe Mater on a new road right now. Number 4 is actually just gonna be money. Everyone talks about how cheap motorcycles are because the initial cost is less than a car most of the time, but really motorcycles are not cheap at all. You have to obviously have the money for the motorcycle, for the gear, for the insurance, for the maintenance. There's money that goes a bunch of different ways when you have a motorcycle, and always more to spend money on. Wow, they are kind of ahead of the line, low-key, huh? Look at that. Maybe that's how they do in Florida. That's interesting though. I never thought about that. Number 5 might seem pretty obvious, but number 5 is actually kind of something you do after you get the bike as well. It's just practice. Practice. Once you get the bike especially, but even before I got my first bike, I remember watching a bunch of YouTube videos on how to ride. I remember practicing on dirt bikes and stuff like that. Even just riding a bike can be great practice because the physics are still the same on 2 wheels. Even just practicing by learning everything with the law that has to do with motorcycles. I always think I'm gonna have such a good time coming to the waterfront to look at all this stuff, and it's always bad. Just smells bad. Nothing cool happening.
Uncomfortable. Slow.
It's just
I never learned.
In this video, we talked a lot about what things you need to get for your motorcycle. But if you want to know the top 5 biggest myths about motorcycles, click this video right here. Thanks for watching.